Hello, everyone. Welcome to Barca News. It is December 20th, 2025, and a retro kit being planned by Nike for the next season has been leaked. Also, Hansi Flick has slammed FIFA for not including Coutinho in the best 11. And finally, Barcelona's offer for Hamza Abdelkarim has been rejected. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Boo. We'll begin this video with the news that Footy Headline, which is one of the most reliable sources for leaking kits that are supposed to be released next season. But Footy Headline have released the following sketch. It looks like Nike are planning a retro collection for next season, and we see Barcelona's right there at the top right above Tottenham Hotspurs, and to the right of Atletico de Madrid. Now, this is just a sketch, but we do have an actual picture of what the kit could look like, and this is what it looks like, with the right panel being black, the left being gray, a bold zigzag line that separates both panels. We have a turquoise collar, and reports are stating that the texture is meant to resemble kind of those heavy cotton kits from back in the day, as opposed to like the high-tech fabrics that players use now. Also, there are reports stating that Nike will include an authenticity label on the outside, again, to resemble those old kits. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but it was kind of like a square label that used to be sewn on the outside of the kit, like below the waist, to show that this kit was real, not fake. It looks like Nike are trying to bring that back too, kind of, as an homage to the old school kits. And I have to say, I really like that. I really miss those external labels that used to be sewn onto the kits. But as far as the design itself, I don't know. I don't know if I like the black, gray, turquoise. But again, I've only seen these leaks. So a lot of times, we think a kit is ugly, then we see the pictures or we see it up close, and then it turns out it's not. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comment section. Now, by the way, right now, it's not for sure whether this is going to be an actual playing kit that the players will wear during matches. Like, we don't know if it's going to be a away kit, third kit, fourth kit, or whether it's just going to be a collection that Nike is going to release that people can buy and wear, but the players won't wear on match day. We still don't know that, but again, let me know your thoughts about this design. Now, speaking of kits, you won't believe who is the highest selling kit in the entire world for 2025. Or maybe you do, but it's no other than Lamine Yamal. Now, Lamine Yamal was already the highest selling kit at Barcelona before he received the number 10. And once he received the number 10, those sales went through the roof. And now Lamine has sold the most kits in the entire world, not in Barcelona, in the entire world for the 2025 years. Now, this is currently the chart that was released by Score 90, and as we can see, Lamine Yamal is in number one for most shirts sold in 2025 with 1,315,000 shirts sold. In number two, Lionel Messi. Yes, Lamine Yamal has surpassed Lionel Messi with 1,278,000 kits sold. Then we have Lewandowski completing the podium with 1,110,000. And number four, we have Mbappe. Then we have the Ballon d'Or loser Vinicius Jr., and then all the way down in number 7, Penaldinho in number 7, and then Bruno Fernandes, Harry Kane, and Rodrigo. So absolutely amazing. But we're talking about Lamine Yamal surpassing Messi in sale of kits 2025. I think we have a new heir to Lionel Messi. Anyways, on to the next bit of news, because today, of course, Hansi Flick held the pre-match press conference as tomorrow, Barcelona are set to play against Villarreal, what will be a difficult match. Of course, Villarreal currently sitting third in La Liga. Today, Real Madrid defeated Sevilla in what was an absolute robbery. Yet another Madrid-orchestrated robbery, 3 penalties in 10 minutes. Absolutely crazy. Rodrigo being forgiven a second yellow card, which would have meant his expulsion, but at this rate, nothing surprises me. But anyways, Madrid have won their match, so now they're only 1 point behind Barca. So tomorrow, Barcelona have to win against Villarreal in order to, extend the lead back to 4 points. Now, tomorrow's match will be difficult, not only because Villarreal are a really good team who are playing very good football, but also because Hansi Flick has confirmed that Pedri will not be available for tomorrow's match. Now, as I told you during yesterday's podcast, Pedri was suffering some discomfort in his leg, some muscle discomfort in his leg. They were gonna see how he felt today during practice, and while today he practiced, it looks like the discomfort was still present, and as such, the club have decided not to risk him, and they have excluded him from tomorrow's match. And this was confirmed by Hansi Flick, who said Pedri is not available. That's part of football. He's injured, and we hope he'll be ready for the next game. So this will definitely be a difficult loss for Barcelona. But nonetheless, we have played without Pedri before. So hopefully the team will be able to get that victory and get those 3 very important points without him. Now, most likely, we'll see Frankie de Jong right next to Eddie Garcia. Or who knows, maybe Flick will come up with a different solution. But that's my guess. It will be Frankie next to Eric, with most likely Fermin Lopez in the attacking midfield position. Now, the good news is we do know when Pedri will come back, and this is coming straight from the club because the club posted the following on their social media accounts, saying the first-team player Pedri will sit out the match against Villarreal as a precaution due to mild muscle discomfort. The player is expected to be available for the next match against Espanyol. So Barcelona, again, confirming that this is not an injury. This was simply a discomfort, and as a precaution, so the discomfort doesn't become an injury, Pedri is going to be excluded, and he's going to be back by next match against Espanyol, which of course will be in 2026, because the Villarreal match tomorrow will be the final match of this year. After that, the players will go on a Christmas break. Now, of course, I will be doing the watch along and the post-match live analysis, so stay tuned to the channel if you are interested in either of those videos. Now, that wasn't all. That wasn't all, because Hansi Flick also slammed FIFA for excluding Coutinho from the FIFA Best 11, and this is what the German coach had to say. There's something I wanted to comment on. FIFA's Best 11 is a joke. Damn, Flick. FIFA's Best 11 is a joke. It's unbelievable that Rafinha isn't in it. His influence was incredible. He was a top scorer in the Champions League. It's unbelievable. And the most important thing is his influence. It's a joke. I can't believe he's not in it. After this season, he deserved it. It's unbelievable. Hansi Flick, ladies and gentlemen, came out like Tupac and hit him up. He said, give me the mic. First off, fuck you, bitch, and the click you claim. West side, when we ride, come equipped with game. And FIFA was like, and the crowd was like, and Araujo was like, I need another spiritual retreat. Hansi Flick, ladies and gentlemen, bravo, by the way, because for sticking out for Rafinha, because nobody asked him this question. He just volunteered it. So bravo, Flick, for sticking out for your player. And second of all, he's 100% right. I mean, we're talking about Rafinha, who scored, 36 goals and 24 assists. It was like a 60-goal contribution. I mean, crazy numbers. And it's not just about the stats, because Rafinha was incredibly influential. There was so many matches that Barcelona won thanks to Rafinha. He was key in Barcelona conquering all 3 titles last season. And to not be included, and to have someone like Birmingham, who had a horrible season last season, be ahead of Coutinho, I mean, it's an absolute joke. But you know what? What I think happened? I think it's a marketing thing, because you always have, the big names, the world-class players that you always talk about, the Haalands of the world, the Mbappés, Vinicius, et cetera. It's always like the same names, as opposed to Rafinha, who up to last season, he had really had just an average career. And then all of a sudden, he puts out world-class numbers and world-class performance. But because, of course, Rafinha hasn't been a name that's been talked about for many, many years, as opposed to these other players, I think that kind of cost him. It shouldn't have, because these rewards are supposed to be based on last season's performance, not on career performance. But I think that's what happened, which of course it's unfair, because Rafinha deserved more. And I'm glad that Flick stood out and came out firing shots at the press conference. He was like, pop, 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 pop. Everybody move. Anyways, let's move on to the next bit of news, because ladies and gentlemen, Barcelona's offer for Hamza Abdelkarim has been rejected. Now, as we've been talking about in previous videos, Barcelona have reached an agreement with the Egyptian center forward, the 17-year-old Egyptian center forward who currently plows his trade at Al Ahly, so he can come to Barcelona during the winter transfer market as a Barca Athletic signing. In fact, the player had offers from Germany, Italy, and France, and he decided that he wanted Barca and Barca only. So Barcelona met with the player and his agent. They reached an agreement that as soon as he turns 18, which will be in January, he will come to Barca, so during the winter transfer market. So the next step was, of course, was to reach an agreement with his club, Al Ahly. Now, Barcelona sent an offer for a loan for the player this winter transfer market with an option to buy worth 4 million euros, and the club have rejected it. Now, despite the rejection, they're saying the negotiations are still very positive. There's a very good relationship between both clubs. Plus, again, the player wants to come to Barcelona, so he's kind of, he's informed that Ahly, I want to go, so please make it work. So Al Ahly, they're in total good relationship with Barcelona. They're willing to accept a payment plan. They are willing to even loan the player to us for free, so no loan fee. But they do want a higher option to buy. Barcelona are offering 4 million. Al Ahly think it should be 5 or more because they believe that Hamza Abdelkarim will become a star. Also, they want higher bonuses because Barcelona included in the offer, of course, bonuses for goals and appearances, where if the player reaches certain appearances, Barcelona would pay Al Ahly a bonus, or if the player scores a certain amount of goals, Barcelona would pay a certain bonus. So Al Ahly want more favorable bonuses, and they want a percentage of any future sales. So even though that offer has been rejected, everything's still good. Negotiations will continue, and hopefully we'll see Hamza Abdelkarim land in Barcelona January of 2026. Anyways, that is all the news for this video. Let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions down below. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, and as always, be scarce.